If you have not visited the wonderful historic Swedish town of Bishop Hill, here's your next chance. It's an event this coming weekend with food, music, dancing, games, and crafts. And in Swedish, that all boils down to one word, which Todd de Decker in the straw hat is here to pronounce. Shall I try it?
Go for it.
You said I could try it. Your Bruksdagarna. Your Bruksdagarna.
Very good.
And that means
Earthworks Day.
Or Ag Days.
Ag Days is it.
So Swedish farmers, that's who we're talking about here, or what?
Pretty much. It's a 19th century harvest festival where we honor our Swedish roots and our rural roots as well. So we're trying to take people back into the mid-1800s and show them how rural pioneer life was like during harvest time.
And you are dressed in such a way, in case you're wondering why Todd is dressed this way, you're really in the style of the era.
Correct. In the Bishop Hill Colony days, men would wear straw hats when they're harvesting, of course, and long sleeve linen shirts.
That is linen, yes, and long sleeve.
Or
and
cotton.
A puffy sleeve.
Puffy sleeve,
which is very, very trendy now, Todd, you and your Swedish farmers.
And then, of course, denim pants and boots. And then the ladies will, of course, wear skirts and blouses and scarves on their heads and stuff like that.
Denim, forever blue jeans,
Yes.
right? Isn't that
Forever
the
blue jeans.
Yeah, right?
Always in style.
So the event this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it's hope the weather's great because I know there's a lot of outdoor stuff. So how's it all going to kick off, Todd?
Well, it's happening from 10 to 5 both Saturday and Sunday. And it's in various locations at Bishop Hill. So in the park we have music, folk music, the Nord dancers from Chicago. We have vendors who are selling things you typically find in the 19th century, like pumpkins and gourds and soaps.
And kettle corn. They made kettle corn
Yeah,
back
well,
then,
kettle
didn't they?
corn, popcorn.
Yeah.
And then we also have demonstrators who are showing how to make butter, ropes, basket weaving, blacksmithing.
That's cool. In the old style.
In the old style, of course.
Yeah. So that are most of those things indoors? Well, I guess it's outside.
Oh, it's totally outdoors, so we're very weather dependent. So
yes.
We're keeping a close eye on the weather forecast.
Let's do that all week for you. Yeah, most of it's outside. Now I know you've had years where it got rained on. So what have you done? There's some places you could go in to
Yeah, there were some
shelter?
places some things we can move indoors, and some just get canceled because it's just too large to move indoors.
Well, I'm looking at the noon to 4 events at the hotel, at the
Yes.
Brooklyn Hotel. Brick making, corn shelling, corn husk dolls, sorghum pressing. Tell me about the sorghum pressing.
It's a horse-powered sorghum press because back in the day you would press sorghum and make it into a sweetener for breads and other things. So behind the hotel, that's our hands-on stations for kids of all ages. So you can make a corn husk doll and take it home. You can make a brick and take it home. You can squeeze apple and drink a form of cider.
You could drink 2 tablespoons of cider, I'm sure, right?
It takes a lot of apples,
yeah. I bet it does. Well, all of those things you just said, most people have never experienced that.
Correct.
And that's, I know, important to you as, the Historical Society person you are.
It's our mission to educate the public, but in a fun and entertaining manner. And all the activities we've mentioned so far is free. I mean, it's all paid for by grants and business sponsorships. And we just want to have people to give them a taste of what 19th century life, because in most families, you can trace your history back to the 1800s, and this is what family members were doing back then.
Yeah, you're so right about that. 1800s, of course. I mean, that wasn't real. I know kids are saying, yeah, that was a long time ago. It really wasn't in history. That wasn't that long ago. So your chances are somebody in your great-grandmother, great-great, or grandfather, even just one generation. So do you find that kids must love this?
Yes, it's very family-friendly, very hands-on. And what we're kind of finding out is, during COVID, a lot of people were watching stuff on YouTube and Snapchat, and you're seeing an uptick on what people want to learn more about their past. And then now they're interested, okay, we saw it on video, let's go see it in person. And Bishop Hill is one of those places you can do that.
Bishop Hill, Illinois. A lot of Swedes all around our area. Always,
Yes.
right?
Yes. I mean, Swedes in Moline and Galesburg, I mean, they worked for John Deere in the early years. And
good point, yeah. That's pretty cool. So we kind of cheated and called it Ag Days, but you said that's what people are calling it.
Right.
Or you could call it your
Brooks de Garna.
Your Brooks de Garna, and that's all about earthworks. And so we're just really hoping for great weather for that this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, in Bishop Hill. Come one, come all, and because this is just a little treasure we have in our area.
Yeah, that's we have over 18 buildings built and still in existence from the 1850s. So when you come to Bishop Hill, you're stepping back into the past for a brief time anyway.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for coming in costume. It looks awesome.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Todd.